We're going to make enchiladas today. I got almost 2 pounds of hamburger meat here. You can use a pound and go with that, or you can use more if you have a bigger family. There's only 6 of us, so I'm using this. This should be fine for all of us. I do the shells with this on top of the stove. I use a half an onion. I might use a little bit more since there's almost 2 pounds here. El Paso, refried beans, and the sauce to make the enchiladas, and the yellow rice by Goya. I usually do put black beans, excuse me, and I ran out, so I'm not putting any black beans in there, but I normally do put black beans in this when I do make this. And those are the yellow corn tortillas that I use. Just follow the directions on the back. It says 3½ cups of water to a boil and 2 tablespoons of olive oil or butter. I use butter. It's in a package like this when you pull it out of the box. I pulled it out of the box, y'all. There ain't nothing in here. I'm going to put my hamburger meat into this pan here with the onion and salt and pepper. That's to make the inside of the enchilada. I got this going right here. We're going to bring that to a rolling boil. And then we're going to add the rice in. And then you'll put the lid on the rice and let it sit. I went to Walmart and I had picked up these mats. They're pot holders. They're silicone pot holders. They were on sale for 18 cents each. I cleared out the shelf. I couldn't help myself. I've never had them. I've never looked at any reviews on them or anything like that. So I picked up one and I love them. I started using them yesterday because I did pick it up. They are dishwasher safe and I just really enjoy it. I don't know if y'all can hear my water. It's going. It's time to dump it in. There it goes. Try to get all of it out. And then what you want to do, my son made some stuff earlier. He likes to cook too. And make that. Stir, 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 stir. I'll just put it down over there. Turn your heat down to low. Anyhow, this mat here also I picked up. This was only $3. You put it on top of your cookie sheet. I guess, I'm not too sure. I'm probably going to have to, I guess, YouTube it about this. And I think you put the cookies on this and then you put like your pie stuff in this here. I got red and blue. I got like 7 or 8 of these. No, 6. Because I gave my girls some too. And yeah, so I'm excited about trying these out. I'm not going to try them on the enchiladas. There's no point in it. But I will make some cookies and try them out on this. But these here I absolutely love. I didn't know these were dishwasher safe, which is nice because what can I say? We all get messy at times when it comes to cooking. At least I do. Let me know how you store your onions. I usually wrap mine up in a saran wrap and stick it in the refrigerator or a Ziploc bag. I have an onion holder, but after a while you have to tend to wash it, so kind of just throw it up in saran wrap. Let me know how you store your onions, y'all. I'm going to be cutting up this onion a little bit more than half because I do almost have 2 pounds of hamburger meat. I use this type of knife, the big one here. I love these knives. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ends off of these onions. These onions are really hard. This one looks bigger. I hope y'all had a good day today. We're just sitting around. It's a Saturday. My son's going to stay at his friend's house and after dinner, and I'm taking over some food to my dad because my mom is sick. She's not cooking and my dad doesn't want to cook just for one person. It's like really hard to do that. They're used to, you know, not doing that. So She's sick. She's starting to feel better, but she can't eat like a lot of foods because she'll just get sick all over again. She's starting to feel better, so I'm cutting this onion up, and every time I cut an onion up, I just cry and cry and cry and cry. My husband could cut the onion up, and I swear he does not shed a tear at all. And I'm like, how do you do that? Is it because you're taller or something? I'm like, how the heck do you not cry? I'm already crying. I probably started crying when with some onions, I cut one time and I start crying like a baby. Like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with my eyes? I used to hold a match in my mouth and do it that way, and that helped out. But the matches I have are like crap right now. So I'm going to stick this in here. It's a little bit over a half an onion. I'll show you what I have here. There you go. I'm not going to start this yet. I'm going to wait until the water is coming to a boil. Wait until that comes to a boil. The steam is starting to steam up. So I'll be back when that starts up. Okay, I'm frying up the hamburger meat. I got onion, salt, and pepper, and that's it. That's all it takes for this thing. On the inside of the enchiladas, I'll show you how I make those. But yeah, I'm just frying this up, and then I'm going to put a lid on it because I got all that bad stuff there to do the enchilada shells. I'll show you how I do that in a moment. As soon as I get the hamburger meat fried up nicely and brown. And I'll put a lid on it, let it sit on low or simmer, probably simmer. But yeah, I'll be back. The hamburger meat is almost cooked up. I got this going. I have it on high right now, and then I'll drop it down to accordingly that it cooks it without burning it. It cooks the shells without burning it, should I say. And I'll show you how that goes. You have to adjust the temperature as it goes down because you can cause a fire. And that's Crisco shortening, vegetable oil shortening. That's what I use. I'm pretty sure you can use like other stuff. I make sure all the water is out of this before I put the lid on. Go ahead and drop that down to low. And then I'll turn it off. Sorry, my camera just like got hit with steam there. Okay, every so often you want to stir your rice so it doesn't stick at the bottom, but it's getting there to be done. We're going to go ahead and put these in. You do one at a time. It'll boil, it'll like bubble. It's not doing it really good, so I'll just leave it there for a second. Drip it. As the heat gets intensified, I should turn it down some more to 7. Between 7 and 6 on my thing, on my oven stove. I'm thinking about the oven, y'all, because I had to turn it on. Because when you put these all together, you stick them in the oven to melt all the cheese. You can make chicken enchiladas, pork enchiladas, doesn't matter. You can use leftover chicken, rotisserie chicken, any type of chicken, shred it up, put it in there too. I've seen it done all different ways. Making beef enchiladas. They're steaming. My stove is a mess because I'm a messy cook. Obviously. Now this thing is starting to bubble up a lot better. But I will be doing this. It's a 30 pack. I got these at Walmart. The enchilada shells. Or the commissary. I think the commissary. The commissary I got these at. Because I just had a video that that y'all will see before this one. I haven't did any uploading onto there yet. Because I've been busy here at the house. My son is staying at his friend's house tonight, but he will be eating dinner before he goes. I always make sure my kids eat dinner before they leave to go to a friend's house. It's just something I've always did. So that way, you know, if they already ate dinner or had their own little thing, it won't be a bothersome with them with having to feed my son. I know a sleepover is intended to eat a bunch of junk food, which I'm fine with too. I mean, it's a sleepover. I mean, I do the same thing here when their sons sleep over, so. But I always feed my kid before they go for a sleepover. And I hope when they have my kids have kids, they do the same thing. If not, then that's fine too. I think the reason I do that, to be totally honest, is when my girls were younger. My oldest, Natalie, or maybe Allison, one of them two were really young, and they wanted to do a sleepover at their friend's house. And the mother was supposed to feed them. They were supposed to have a pizza night, and found out that my daughter went to bed hungry that night. Because she told me, and I questioned the mother, obviously, because she knew my daughter didn't eat. And she goes, oh, we already had pizza before your daughter came. And I was like, well, I asked you when I dropped her off if she was going to be eating there for dinner or not. Specifically asked you that question, and I got the same answer. Well, you know, we didn't have enough or whatever. Well, you could have called me up. I would have came and picked her up and fed her. And I think ever since then, I always made it a rule of thumb to feed my child before I sent them off to somebody's house. So I'm going to keep on doing this. There is, yeah, 30 count. They have smaller counts. I don't know if you can put these in the refrigerator or freeze them. I've never done that. I just set them out on the countertops next to my flour tortillas, or set them in my food pantry that I do have until I need them or until I want to cook enchiladas. I let them, I want to say, harden up a little bit, because when I buy them too fresh, they just fall apart, like literally. I wouldn't be able to even pick it up out of the pan here. It would just be so bad. My dog's went in, and I'm the only one in this room. Okay, I'll be back and start showing you how to put these together, and we'll see you back in a few. Is it recording? Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. I put a little bit of the sauce onto here. Then what we're going to do is dip these in here and lay this out. Like I said, you can do this with the chicken. If you have some leftover chicken, you can make chicken enchiladas, pork enchiladas. Just make sure you shred it up. Cheese enchiladas for the ones that like cheese. You can do different types of cheese. It's up to you. It's what you like. Not what I like, because obviously I like beef enchiladas. I'm going to take a spoon of this. Put it on the shell. Do a scoop. And then I take a little bit of cheese. And I put it in there. And then I wrap them up. And I keep on repeating this method until they're all done. Believe me, 30 will fit on this tray easily. Your hands are going to get messy. If you don't like your hands messy, wear gloves. But I don't mind getting my hands messy. They are clean. I do wash them before I touch any food, and in between too. But I just keep on doing this. Must be a cartoon on TV. And if you have any leftover hamburger meat, I just throw it on top of the enchiladas before I put my cheese on. I do put cheese on at the end. I usually have to make 2 racks of these when we do have company because we can eat a whole rack ourselves. Well, my kids could throw down like 4 or 5 at a time. And then both of my girls, when they go to work, they take their lunch and they take leftovers when there is leftovers. Like squish them together a little bit so they can get on there. We had a bad storm last night actually. And now it's sunny and cold. The sun is really out today. It's beautiful sky, but it's cold. Don't let it fool you. I am learning how to put music on my videos, so I'm hoping I can be able to do this with that. I'm not too sure how that's going to go. I'm doing this on my kitchen table, y'all. It's bigger. You want a good amount of space so that way you have more room to put these together. Okay, this is what it looks like after I'm done. I take the rest of this and I put it all on these enchiladas. Sometimes I use the whole thing, sometimes I don't, depending how much is left. And then the cheese, my dog is eating. The cheese I just pile up. I'll just use the rest of this cheese. I think that was a 2.5 pound bag that I bought from the commissary of cheese that I used for 30 enchiladas. But that's what it looks like, and we'll put it in the oven at almost 400 degrees. I think it's at 400 degrees. You can do 350 if you like, but I do 400 because I like to get it melted, get it out, because everything else is basically done. I'm going to go cook some refried beans and show you the end results. The refried beans are done. This is what the rice looks like. And here's the enchiladas. They're going to be so good, but they're only going to last like 5 seconds in my house. I'd be surprised if I even have leftovers. So yeah, try them out for yourself. Leave a comment if you tried it, and let me know. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm still new at this, so give me some time and I'll get a swing of things. Have a good night.